Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Tamika Alexander. We begin tonight with many in the University of Alabama community mourning the loss of a man who they call a true trailblazer in the Capstone's integration. James Hood, one of the individuals who officially integrated the University of Alabama, has passed away. WVUA's Travis Leader joins us now from the University of Alabama campus with more. Travis?
Tamika, I'm here at the Capstone where James Hood, along with Vivian Malone, became the first two African-American UA students, despite then-Governor George Wallace's infamous stand at the schoolhouse door. I spoke with two men who knew Hood well, and they say his legacy will live on here on the UA campus.
James Hood was one of two students who successfully enrolled at the University of Alabama in 1963. Most people remember it as the stand in the schoolhouse door with George Wallace.
And although those who knew Hood say he remained humble about his accomplishments, they believe his passing should bring awareness to what impact he made on the civil rights movement 50 years ago.
I think his death allows us to reflect deeply about his life, to reflect about the University of Alabama, and the kinds of things that we need to continue to work on.
Pruitt is honored both Hood and Vivian Malone decided to continue their education at the Capstone and break barriers in the process.
Here we had two outstanding students who could have gone to school anywhere, but who decided to enroll at the University of Alabama, and in essence open the doors of the institutions to all people.
The Malone-Hood Plaza at Foster Auditorium commemorates the university's integration. And according to some, it showed the university's continued commitment to racial diversity, as well as remembering those who paved the trail.
I think he thought it was a very fine symbolic gesture of the highest order. I don't think he expected to live long enough to see the university really acknowledge and recognize what an extraordinary, strong role that he played in making us a better place.
And because of the plaza, Hood's accomplishments can live on for future generations.
It was a place where students could go, understand better the history, but also be inspired to know that you're never too young to make a difference, to do the right thing.
Funeral arrangements are being held for James Hood in Gadsden, Alabama. Details have yet to be completed, and his death comes just shy of the 50-year anniversary of his admittance at the university. Reporting live at the Capstone, Travis Leader, WVUA News. Tamika.
Thanks, Travis. A downtown Tuscaloosa landmark is in a precarious position on the Black Warriors High Rivers. The Bama Bell riverboat is currently tilted slightly at its familiar dock location. The flooding along the river submerged the dock, but water levels are receding below its peak levels. Now, as of this afternoon, the boat did not seem to be taking in water. The National Weather Service did have portions of the Black Warrior at minor flood stage levels for many days. Now tonight, the company Docks and Decks received a call to come out and save the Bama Bell from taking on water. The crew came out to cut some of the pilings that the boat was sitting on. Hansel King with Docks and Decks says preparation took about an hour, but the actual repairs only took 20 minutes. King says the boat would have sunk if Docks and Decks waited another hour. Docks and Decks says this was an unusual case.
Most of the time it's rope holding the boat down instead of pole holding the boat up, or a dock holding the boat up. Not very many this size.
No interior damage was reported to the boat. Now WVUA is covering Hale and Greene County, where according to Hale County EMA officials, barges broke loose on the river at approximately 11:30 last night. Officials say strong currents caused the barges to strike the Norfolk Southern Railroad Bridge. The impact was between Hale and Greene County. 8 barges were impacted and 4 came loose. One barge sunk and spilled some of its 1,500-ton load of coal into the river. The barge will be removed from the bank as quickly as possible. Russell Weed with the Hale County EMA says that an accident like this is rare. The last time barges were loose in the Black Warrior River was in 1990. Now, while parts of our area are still dealing with high water this morning, other parts are still battling ice. Now, icy conditions prompted the closure of Interstate 65 in Morgan County earlier this morning. Traffic lined the road last night before the road was shut down. Luckily, the interstate opened up later today. The sunshine today, workers prepare for tomorrow's National Championship Parade and Ceremony. Set up for the celebration on the University of Alabama's campus begin this morning with workers setting up the stage and putting out chairs starting at 10:30 tomorrow morning. At the Walk of Champions, a replay of the National Championship game will be played on a large screen, and fans can find a seat right below the steps. And in preparation for tomorrow's festivities, the Nick Saban statue has officially been updated. The year 2012 has been added to Saban's monument, and it hasn't gone unnoticed. Many Alabama fans gather on the Walk of Champions to take a picture with the newest engraving. This year, of course, marked Nick Saban's third national championship in 4 years and what some call the foundation of the Crimson Tide dynasty. At 10:30 a.m., the replay of the game will air at the Walk of Champions. At 1:30, the parade will begin at the corner of 2nd Avenue and University Boulevard, right next to Moody Music Hall. And the route will end at the Walk of Champions at Bryant-Denny Stadium, where a ceremony will take place. Once the ceremony wraps up, fans will be able to take a tour of Bryant-Denny Stadium. Officials say fans will be able to walk on the field by entering through Gate 47. Plus, you can have your free picture made with all 3 of the National Championship trophies from 9 a.m. until noon at Gate 3 of Bryant-Denny Stadium. Now, according to the University of Alabama, all fans attending the parade and post-parade event can park at any legal parking space on the University of Alabama campus. And if you plan to attend tomorrow's events, be sure to look for the parade favors, 5,000 mini footballs, 5,000 souvenir beads, and 20,000 commemorative championship posters. Well, Miss New York was crowned Miss America last week, but as we told you, she is actually an Alabama native, and her hometown is celebrating. The city of Opelika is touting their hometown girls since her win in Las Vegas on Saturday. Mallory Hagan grew up dancing at a studio her mother still operates and graduated from Opelika High School in 2007. The city's mayor says he made sure to watch the competition.
Frankly, I had to pinch myself a time or two. Saturday night, I said, that Opelika girl is Miss America.